Hello and welcome back to another video, and today I have a very disappointing video for you guys. I'm going to be showing you guys the trolliest deck of all time. This deck will make any sane player on Dueling Book rage quit immediately, and oh my god, it's funny. And be sure to smash the like button on this deck. Tell me what you guys think of this troll of I don't know. I don't even know, this troll of a thing in the comment section. And of course, subscribe to the channel because at 500 subscribers, you're going to be seeing my epic face in every video inside of webcam. And if you guys change the word epic into like Ojama yellow or Ojama black or something, then it's a more accurate description. But I feel like that's pretty close. And yeah, be sure to smash the like button. I think I said that already. And let's get right into the video. So basically, the whole deck revolves around this one card, Dark Lord Nurse Reficule. This card is so funny. Any effect that would make your opponent gain life points inflicts the same amount of damage to them instead. That's the whole effect. So basically, this deck can FTK your opponent, and I'll be showing you guys how. Oh my god, it's just so funny. Let's get right into the video. So first off, triple Dark Lord Eggshell. Basically, you can discard it and a Dark Lord card and draw 2 cards. The other effect doesn't matter. I don't even know the other effect because it doesn't matter. Yeah, you're literally only running it to draw 2 cards because the whole point of the deck, you want to get out Nurse Reficule as fast as possible so you can FTK them basically. And then Reficule, I explained what it does. It's really good, and I'll show you guys why exactly it's so good a bit later on. We have triple banishment of the Dark Lords. Oh yeah, that was all of our monsters. But triple banishment of the Dark Lords. It's a searcher for Dark Lords. It adds you a Dark Lord card from your deck to your hand. And yeah, you just search either your Reficule, or you can search your Eggshell and discard Eggshell and another Dark Lord card, draw 2. But if you have Eggshell already and 2 banishments, then you can go banishment into like whatever you want, and then just like discard the banishment with the Eggshell, draw 2, and you also have the Reficule that you search. It's pretty nice. I guess that's it for that. Let's hop into the next card. One Card of Demise. This is a deck that sets a lot of cards in the back row. It's an FTK deck, but it's not as fast as an FTK deck. Like, you don't have a huge combo. You normal summon Nurse and you FTK them. That's your combo right there. This deck is really consistent though, and Card of Demise is a hell of a card. And yeah, definitely pretty mandatory in the deck. Next up, we have Double Magical Mallet. This may be a bit weird, but sometimes you want to shuffle back cards from your hand and just draw more, just so that you can see your Nurse. Your Nurse is just that good. This is just a way better reload. It's still a bad card, but you kind of need it in the deck. But yeah, solid 2 of. We have Triple Pot of Duality. This card, you can never, like, it's always good because it's impossible to summon to special summon a monster in this deck. It's impossible to special summon one. There's no card in here that allows you to special summon, nothing like that. So Pot of Duality is just free. It's so good. We have triple Pot of Extravagance. Extrav is amazing because your extra deck literally does not matter. So Extrav fits the slot in this deck really well. And we have our first card over here that actually has some implication. Upstart Goblin. Upstart Goblin is so good in this deck because if you guys have Nurse and go Upstart, then instead of gaining 1,000 life points because of Nurse's effect, your opponent will take 1,000 life points and you draw a card. And keep in mind, this doesn't activate, so it's just a continuous effect. So it can work even under Inspector border, which is really cool. So that's our first thing over here. You can kind of see where this is starting to go. Triple gift card. Let's read what gift card does. Your opponent gains 3,000 life points. That's the whole effect. Your opponent gains 3,000 life points. Now, if you have Nurse on the field, you switch out gain with inflict, and your opponent inflicts 3,000 life points upon themselves. And guess what? They just lost 3,000 life points because you have Nurse on the field. And keep in mind, this card is not once per turn. So if you have multiples, buy 3,000, buy other 3,000, and let's say you have a third one because you're just that good at Yu-Gi-Oh! That's a game because that's 9,000 points of damage. So that's pretty good. Hopping on to the next card over here, we have triple the Eye of Truth. This card, your opponent must keep their hand revealed. That effect is broken on its own. Keep being able to just comprehend what your opponent has in their hand and thinking ahead in like a 5th dimensional big brain thing just to see where they're going to go with it. You can negate or hold your negates, do whatever you want. It's just so good because you can see their hand. And then it has an even better effect where once per turn, during your opponent's standby phase, if they have a spell card in their hand, they gain 1,000 life points. And you're like, wait. Why do you want them to gain 1,000 life points? Well, guess what? Nurse, bye 1,000 life points. That's another 1,000 burn, and it's not once per turn. So if you have multiple on the field, then your opponent can take 2,000, 3,000 every single turn. Busted. It's just so good. Yeah, Nurse can. It's really, really good. That's already 3,000, 3,000, 3,000, 1,000 every turn, 1,000 every turn, 1,000. It just gets better. Check this out. Triple the Paths of Destiny. Both players toss a coin once. If a player's result is heads, they gain 2,000 life points. And if the result is tails, they take 2,000 points of damage. So let's say you go, okay, I'm going to activate Paths of Destiny, flip a coin. Oh no, I got tails. I lost 2,000. But oh no, or yes, I got heads, I gained 2,000. But your opponent, if they take heads or tails, they take 2,000 damage because of Nurse. And you can see how this is starting to really, really add up. 3,000, 1,000, 2,000, and icing on the cake over here. Triple try and guess. So try and guess how good this card is because haha, pun city, I know. If each player has an extra deck, you can declare an extra deck monster card type, Fusion, Synchro, or Xyz. Both players reveal their extra deck, and the player who has more cards of the declared type gains 3,000 life points. So what you do with this card, you go and you declare Fusion or Xyz. Your extra deck is 100% Synchro monsters, just random Synchro monsters that are kind of cool, I guess. And basically, if you declare Fusion, your opponent will gain 3,000 because it will have Dragoon. And if you declare Xyz, then they will gain 3,000 because they'll have Zeus. It's one of the two. And if they don't, then you're going to win either way because it's not a meta deck. And Nurse, instead of making them gain, that's another 3,000. Guess what? None of these cards are once per turn. Gift card, not once per turn. This thing, not once per turn. Guess what? Not once per turn. None of these cards are once per turn. So you guys can probably see how this FTK works. You turbo out your reficule with all these draw cards in your searchers. You normal summon it, and then set up your back row with trap cards that you drew and stuff because of all the draw cards and like stuff like that. And then just destroy your opponent by forcing them to gain life points but burning. So it's like the gain burn deck, which is so cool. And then obviously we have a Solemn Brigade over here. We have triple Solemn Judgment. Protecting our Nurse is so important. We don't want them to lightning storm it. We don't want them to do anything to it. Just stay away from the Nurse. The Nurse needs to stay on the field so we can FTK. Strike, same reasoning as Judgment. Get away from the Nurse. And finally, Warning. Yeah, that's pretty self-explanatory. Get away from the Nurse once again. And random extra deck, just put it all Synchros because Synchro is kind of the least used right now. I know some of you guys may not agree with me, but even if they have one Fusion or one of these monsters, which most likely they will, then they just take 3,000 points of damage. So all Xyz monsters is the way to go. And of course, some side deck options. You guys can run Dark Ruler no more, Lightning Storm, Forbidden Droplets, Nibiru, Hand Traps, whatever you want, even Sphere Mode. It doesn't, well, not Sphere Mode because you want to have your normal summon. But yeah, this deck is really versatile and stuff like that. And that's basically it for the video. Be sure to smash the like button. Of course, subscribe to the channel. 500 subscribers. Once again, Ojama Yellow face camera, you know. And of course, I'll catch you guys in the next one. All right, guys. Peace.